young man to his young man. Abide ye here with the animals. And I and the lad will go young.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Worship. And come again to you.
All right.
Abraham trusted God.
Yes, sir.
He planned on returning with Isaac.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Abraham had total faith
Total faith.
in his Lord.
All right.
And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and he laid it upon Isaac,
All right.
his son.
Yes, sir.
And he took the fire in his hand
Wow.
and a knife.
All right.
And they both went together. Of them together.
All right.
Both of them went together.
All right. All right.
All right. Hold on.
Here,
Here.
the wood symbolizes the cross,
Come on.
which was laid upon Isaac to carry to his place of sacrifice.
Break it down now.
Yeah.
This is the same way
Well.
Jesus had to bear his cross to his place of sacrifice.
Well.
John 9:17 tells me,
Well.
and he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha.
Yeah.
And Isaac
Isaac.
spake unto his father and said, my father.
Well.
And he said, here I am, my son. And he said, behold, the fire
Well.
and the wood.
Let's go.
But where
Well.
is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, my son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both together. And they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there. And the wood, and laid the wood in order. And bound Isaac, his son, and laid him on the altar
All right.
upon the wood.
On the wood.
Faith
Faith.
had taught Abraham to not argue with God, but to obey.
Obey.
Was not Abraham,
All right.
our father, justified by works when he had offered up Isaac, his son, upon the altar? And Abraham stretched forth his hand
All right.
and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven and said, Abraham,
Abraham.
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 And he said, here I am.
All right.
Abraham was in the middle will switch up on you.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Be ready to change
Come on now, come on now.
if he leads you to change.
Yes, sir.
Just because
Yeah.
he sends you there
Yeah.
for one thing, that doesn't mean
Well,
he doesn't have something else planned.
All right. All right. All right.
I like it.
Abraham
Abraham.
reverenced God,
All right.
Well,
so he obeyed.
Obeyed him.
And Abraham
Uh-huh.
lifted up his eyes
Lift him up.
and looked,
Look.
and behold, behind him, a ram caught in the thicket
All right.
by its thorns. And Abraham
Abraham.
went and took the ram
Yeah. Wait.
and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son.
Well, come on now.
Paul tells us
Yeah.
in Corinthians 10 and 13,
Uh-huh.
God is faithful,
Right now.
who will not allow you to be tempted
Yeah.
beyond what you are able.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
What?
with the temptation
All right.
will also make
Yes, sir.
the way of escape,
All right.
that you may be able
Able.